Hey guys, welcome back to episode, I think this is 7. Today we're going to be attempting a FPS mission in a bunker. We're going to evict some illegal occupants in said bunker. Hurston Dynamics is going to pay us good money to do that. So this would be typically where you're going to start with doing first-person combat, unless of course you're doing Star Marine or, getting involved against other players. But against AI, this is probably where you're going to want to start before going on to the 890 jump mission that we did earlier. So as you can see, I'm all kitted out. I got to pick up some more ammo, and I'm here at Hurston L5 so that I could pick up my size 2 suppressor for my AR. Because if you were watching the 890 jump mission, you would realize that I may have caused one or two of those deaths. Maybe. Just saying. But yeah, so we're going to get a suppressor because they do react to noise, and I would like to try and make it through this without dying, because that would be great. So what we have to do is we have to go down to a bunker on Hurston, eliminate the turrets, and then we're going to enter the bunker proper, and we'll have to eliminate, I think it's like 6 to 8 targets, depending on the mission that you get. So we'll see how that goes. So what I'm going to do is gear up and then get the ship. We're taking the Cutlass Black today because I like flying the Cutlass. Not going to lie. And it's upgraded, so I'll touch on the upgrades once we get to the ship. I know I've talked about the upgraded Cutlass before. I've just never actually gone over what I've upgraded on it. So we'll do that while we're flying into Hurston to eliminate our bunker target. Alright guys, I'll meet you there. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to be taking into combat. It's the Drake Cutlass Black, probably one of the more common ships you're going to see around Star Citizen. It's just a really great all-around ship. It's probably still my favorite in the game at the moment, though there are a couple that come pretty close. But this always seems to be my go-to when I'm flying solo or with one other person, just because of the turret. So right now, the Drake Cutlass, I have this upgraded, so the Quantum is upgraded, shields are upgraded, power plant, guns. The only thing I never really touched was the turret, only because those are already size 3, and typically I don't have somebody in the turret, so it hasn't really hampered me not upgrading it. So this thing can hold its own in a fight, and we'll see just how well it can do against the turrets. I'm a little concerned about the weapon choice that I have on the Cutlass for this particular mission, only because I'm using Sledge 2 mass drivers, so they do have a limited I have a limited loadout of ammunition, but I also have they have a slow rate of fire, and doing this before, the hit scan, I guess you could call it, on the turrets sometimes is a little bit off, so you have to adjust your aim quite a bit. And I think repeaters would probably be more suitable for this mission, but we'll see how this goes. Okay guys, so here we are, we're in Hurston, so let's see, we should have at least one evict illegal occupants. Mercenary missions, evict illegal occupants, 7,000 AUEC at Elbridge on Hurston. So yeah, we're gonna take that. So clear sight of all hostiles. Now it's on the other side of the planet, so I'm a little concerned about going directly to. What we'll do is hit the outer marker and then quantum down to the surface. Okay guys, so as we're coming down to the surface here, it should drop us out of quantum about 25 to 30 kilometers away. The big thing to keep in mind here when you're approaching with any of your ships is there are going to be turrets on the outside. I think it's 4 or 5 of them arranged outside the bunker. So we do have to eliminate those first before we can enter the turret proper, or enter the bunker proper. Now, hopefully I don't make a complete fool of myself and pancake this into the turret, or the bunker. I got turrets on the brain. Okay, so as you can see at the top now, our mission is updated, so we've got 8 hostiles located inside the bunker. None of these are located outside. So for the moment, your biggest concern, as I said, is the turrets that are located on the bunker itself. Should see these starting to open fire, I think, at about 3,000 meters. Now we're coming in the dark, so make sure you keep an eye on your altitude and your distance to target. So there we go, there's the turrets opening up. Okay, so we've eliminated one turret. Okay, so far so good. 2 turrets are down. It's another turret down, and then the last one. And that's all of them. So as I said before in another video, all I'm going to do is shut down the engines, but I'm going to leave the power on. Just a good habit to always maintain to keep your shields powered up. Sometimes the turrets here do respawn, strangely enough, and they'll start hitting your ship. So if you hear that, try and get out and get to your vehicle, because you don't want to be stranded here and have to make a beacon for a pickup. So now we just have to enter the bunker and take the elevator down, where we'll start eliminating the hostiles. Now, one thing to bear in mind when you're doing this mission is everything is physicalized. So as you can see, the armor that I'm wearing, I have all of my spare mags on me, and my med pen's located on my left leg. So make sure that all of your magazines, and under utility you have your med pens equipped. And as you use your med pens during the combat action, make sure that if you have a moment where you're not under attack, that you're going to re-equip those med pens, because the last thing you want to do is be in a firefight and need a med pen and not have one equipped. Okay, so there's our first hostile. We have a bit of an issue here. So we're just going to fall back here for a minute. Sure where those shots were coming from. So that's 4 down so far. One left to eliminate. Okay, guys, so there you have it. That is the FPS bunker mission. They're actually pretty enjoyable, and once you get the hang of it, a pretty easy way to go down and make some Alpha UEC and get used to the first-person shooting mechanics. Yeah, you can see I've multiplied my guns because I decided to pick one up off of one of the hostiles, the new friends that we just made down in the bunker. But yeah, so it's not really there's not really a whole lot to talk about for first-person combat. Just make sure you're properly equipped. I would suggest medium armor or more, and suppressed weapon. Suppressed weapon just makes it so much easier. As you can see, they weren't rushing up to find my position and eliminate me, which can just cause a whole whack of problems. I remember doing this in 3.7, and it was just nightmare. They just rush your position, and you couldn't eliminate them all before you're reloading. So, just took a shotgun blast to the face. So yeah, suppressed guns help a lot. Just med pens are probably the most common mistake I've made myself and seen people make. They forget to re-equip the med pens, and then they take a hit, and yeah, well, it usually results in a death. So unless you have a Cutlass Red standing by, or a Carrick, or something with a med bed, you have to go back to a station, and it takes a little bit of time to get back here. But yeah, that's the FPS shooting or bunker mission in a nutshell. You can chain these together and make some pretty decent UEC just by going around all the different spots on Hurston and eliminating all the hostiles. So lots of fun. If you do this in a group, however, bear in mind that there are some desync issues right now. So sometimes your teammates will be moving, and you'll think they're in a different position than they actually are. It just causes a lot of weird issues when you're doing this as a group. But if you bear those in mind and you communicate properly, you should be able to get through it fairly easily anyway. There you go, guys. That's FPS shooting. If you're new to the channel or you like the videos, make sure you hit the like button, or the dislike if you don't like it. That's fair too. Leave feedback in the comments. I'll be sure to read those and implement them in the future going forward, because I am going to start doing just more gameplay related videos, just some of the nonsense that we get up to, or that I get up to. But make sure you hit the notifications, the like, the subscribe if you're new, if you like the content, just so you can see when the videos are posted again. 3.9 is coming, so hopefully with that there's going to be I'll do some exploration videos and stuff like that. Lots of plans, lots of ideas. We'll see how it all pans out. All right, guys, have a great one, and see you again soon.